5. Stand by, let's be.
Just ahead on News 4 at 6, the federal government is helping foster kids in the state of Alabama find new homes. We have details, plus Rihanna.
A new E911 program is expected to help how emergency responders can notify you in case of a disaster. I'll have details coming up on News 4.
Plus, police need your help to identify these suspects in a theft case. Stay with us. News 4 at 6 starts right now.
Stand by.
From your hometown,
Stand by, Reggie Scholar.
This is WTVY News
Mike
4
and
at
Bo.
6.
Cue him.
The new E911
Stand by,
program
Cam
is
2.
expected to help notify residents faster in case of a disaster. Good evening, everyone. I'm
Stand by, Reggie on
I'm
1.
Reginald Jones. Thank you for joining us for News 4 at 6 tonight.
1.
It was announced this week
Stand
that
by,
Houston
newsroom.
County's Emergency Management Agency would be getting a community notification program known as Code Red. Now, basically, it's a reverse 911 system that notifies residents of an emergency instead of them
Stand by,
notifying
newsroom.
responders. News 4's
Mike,
Brianna
newsroom.
Huckins has been looking into this today. She joins us live from our newsroom now with details. Brianna?
Reg, this program will come in handy in
B
case
as
of
a
a
package.
hurricane, tornado, or chemical
Read
spill.
next.
Your phone will ring with a message to evacuate
B
the
package.
area or stay put.
B.
When
Package is
you're involved in a
128.
serious emergency,
Taking on 2 on
chances are
Reg
you
and
dial
going to 3 on
911.
Skylar next.
But what happens?
15
will
seconds.
be-
When
will
it's
be
installed, it's
paramount
the
in
out
public
cue.
safety.
Stand by,
Houston
newsroom.
County has a notification program
10.
in place right now, but it's not as elaborate as Code Red.
5.
Dispatchers and EMA officials
Mike,
will have to be
newsroom.
trained on the new software when it's installed.
Cue.
Now, EMA Director Clark
Stand by,
Matthews
Reg,
tells
on
me
1.
the entire cost of this project is being covered by the Southern Nuclear Company. The cost of the project
Tagging on
has
2.
not been released,
Mike,
but
Reg.
it is an expensive application.
I
Reg.
would imagine. Thanks a lot, Rihanna. Now, EMA officials expect to have the
Stand by,
Code
Skylar.
Red
Mike, Skylar.
program operational by October 1st.
Skylar.
Enterprise police
C
are
as a
trying to
VO.
identify 3 suspects in an auto theft and credit card fraud case. Take a look at these pictures from a department
You got
store
a banner for
security
that?
camera. A man and
Change your
2
key.
women are wanted in connection with the
We're gonna
theft
tag
of
on
a
3 and go to
GMC
1 on Reg
Yukon.
next.
It was stolen on September 10th and later found burning on Rucker Boulevard. Investigators say just 1 hour later, a credit card stolen from inside that vehicle was used to make purchases at 2 different stores.
3.
If you can identify
Stand
any
by,
of these
Reg, on 1.
suspects or if you have information on the case, you're urged to call
Mike,
the
Reg.
Enterprise Police Department. Their number's on your screen. It's 334-347-2222.
A
Reg.
suspect wanted in a shooting that left a Dothan teenager seriously wounded
Stand
is
by,
now
Jacko.
in custody. 18-year-old Antonio Harrison was arrested
Change your key.
Tuesday and
Tagging
charged
on 1
with
and going to
assault.
3 on Skylar
The
again.
shooting happened early Monday morning on LeGrand Drive. The 16-year-old victim is listed in guarded condition in the intensive care unit at a Dothan hospital.
1.
Harrison
Stand by,
is
3
being
on
held
Skylar.
in
Mike,
the Houston
Skylar.
County Jail.
Skylar.
Officials from around the Wiregrass met to discuss road
B as a VO.
projects today. The mayor of Daleville and other area officials held their
Read next.
biannual meeting, brainstorming
C as
ways
a
to
SOT.
fix major roads. Mayor Etheridge says these recommendations
Change
will
your key.
now be passed along
C
to
SOT.
state officials.
C.
This is just an opportunity
14
for us
seconds,
to
Mayor.
recommend to the State Highway
10
Department on some
seconds
projects
left. Starting
that
to
we'd like
listen is
see
the out
finished
cue. Tagging on 3
and
going to
some
1.
resurfacing that we want to do. And it's
5.
helping. I think it's
Mike Skylar.
the State Highway Department's beginning to listen.
Cuer.
And major roads on
Stand
that
by 1
list
on
include
Reg.
Highway
Mike
84
Reg.
and the I-10 connector.
The
Reg.
Alabama Department of Human Resources reports that the number of
B as a
children
package.
in foster care continues to grow each year. But additional funds for the state are helping put children in permanent homes.
Stand by, B
News 4's
package.
Vanessa Ariza has the story.
B.
When I first came
Beverly.
here, we had 5 or 6 kids
Package
in
is
foster care.
122. Tagging on 1 going to 3. Send it up on
2001,
Skylar. Read
we
next.
now have,
Children's needs.
15.
The
Standard
next
out.
way to raise money
Tagging
to
on 1
stay
going to
open.
3 on
we
Skylar.
can use it to support their, educational
10.
needs, emotional needs.
And most importantly,
Stand by,
officials
Reg.
say a permanent place to call home.
Mike Reg.
Vanessa Ariza, WTVY News 4.
Cue him.
Well, the funds will be awarded
Stand by
in
3
the
on Skylar.
2010 fiscal year to organizations around the state. There's no word yet on
Mike
which
Skylar.
groups will get funding.
Skylar.
Well, today marks the
C as
5th
a VO.
anniversary of Hurricane Ivan making landfall in the Florida Panhandle. The storm spawned dozens of
B as a
tornadoes,
SOT.
killing at least 6 people across the Panhandle.
Tagging on
Jackson
3 going
County
to 2 and a 2
Emergency
shot.
Management
B SOT.
issued a mandatory evacuation of all mobile homes across the area, and EMA officials say the county's willingness to evacuate was the main
B
reason
SOT.
they had no fatalities.
B.
There's nothing we would have changed at that time. If
Rodney.
we order that mandatory
10
evacuation
seconds
and
left.
people leave,
It should work
we're
as
gonna
out
be
cue.
protected.
Out cue.
when we tell
5.
people to leave, they need to leave.
Mike
Another kind of
Schuyler.
thing we would have done different. Everything worked the way it should work.
Pure.
Ivan reached the Panhandle as a Category 3
Mike Reg
hurricane
also
on the
on 2.
afternoon of the 16th.
Well, Alabama's quarterback faces his old high school
What
coach
did you
on
need?
Saturday. Brad has that for you later in sports.
We'll tell you who's
Roll your
performing
music.
at this year's Peanut Festival when we come back. But first, here's Connor.
We weren't the only ones receiving rainfall today. Take a look at the last couple of hours and you'll see not only the Panhandle area of Florida and southeast Alabama, but from Montgomery all the way back towards Meridian, Mississippi, and in the northern half of the state. We have more rain showers expected in our forecast in a few areas for tonight, and I'll show you that in just a couple of minutes. Plus, we've got good rain chances in the forecast again tomorrow. We'll talk about all that and more in just a couple of minutes right here on News 4.
Out. 2 minutes out.